This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's get to the next match because there are a lot of points to be proven here. It's John Cena and Kevin Owens for the U.S. title. At Elimination Chamber, Kevin Owens defeated John Cena. At Money in the Bank, Cena defeated Owens in the rematch. On the June 15th Raw, Owens would challenge Cena to a match at Battleground for the U.S. title, which Cena accepted a week later. And here we are. John Cena beats Kevin Owens in 22 minutes and 12 seconds to retain the U.S. title. Fans are going to boo Cena a lot, and the crowd is almost completely pro Owens start to finish. And this is a really good match. I'm sure you were the agent for it. I'm sure you have some strong feelings about all of the different finishers that were used here. But Cena uses the STF when nobody was expecting it, and Owens taps out. Meltzer would say it's not as good as their first two matches, but still an excellent match. He gave it 4.25 stars. And I watch wrestling differently than you. I watch it from fans' eyes. You watch it from wrestlers' eyes and veterans' eyes. I love this match. What'd you think?
Well, for a fan's perspective, great match. Guys worked hard. Guys took big bumps. But again, you're taking all your big stuff on both sides of the ball, and guys are kicking out of it. You know, an AA off the second rope is how you beat Kane. You know, in the past, you're looking for something. How do you beat Kane where I'm going to believe it? Well, an AA might be suspect. It wasn't when it was beating everybody every week. But when you put a guy on your shoulders and step up on that second turnbuckle and AA him off of there, that's finish. Well, when you got Kevin Owens kicking out of that, guess what? It's no longer a finish. You can't go back there. And it's just a high spot now. And I think the guys had so many big bumps like that and threw so many things away. This is just me looking at it and going forward and the future opponent for John Cena. If you've got Kevin Owens kicking out all this stuff and the very next week, John's working with somebody else who's a top guy and you're asking him to get beat from an AA in the ring, you know, I don't know that I wouldn't have a little bit of a question for that, you know. It's all on how you look at it, but you're a fan. You looked at it as a fan. I'm sure all your friends probably gave you their comments, and to the naked eye, because they're not worried about next week or the next week, they thought it was great. And you know what? That's what we strive to do anyway. If the fans loved it, who gives a shit what Arn Anderson's nitpicking in the back? Because the fact is, the only reason I nitpick stuff is because I know, hey, we got 52 of these a year and how many pay-per-views? How can we not water down the big stuff, you know, that guys use on each other to change the complexion of a story? Because I know you got a lot of high-profile matches with a lot of top guys coming up. It's not to just dump on stuff and hold guys down. It's because you got to be very careful in this business on what you protect, because once it becomes every day and just another move on the card, it's just like a clothesline, the fans are going to demand you come up with something else. And buddy, if you don't, guess where you head? Down the other side of the slide. And that's what I try to protect talent from. Keep their stuff high impact, keep it believable, keep it credible, keep it fresh, and make it be effective. It's guidelines that I kind of live by, and that's my reasoning on that. But the audience loved it. Meltzer loved it. You loved it, Conrad. It was a huge success.
Go out of your way to watch it. If you're going to watch one match on this show, this is the one. I don't know why, but I love Cena and Owens together. Meltzer had a little blurb I want to share with you. He says, Cena did an attitude adjustment off the middle rope and Owens kicked out, and the crowd popped the biggest for that one. Cena gave the shocked look, and the announcer said they hadn't seen that look since The Rock wrestled John Cena. Even though Cena had given that look, several times in the past few months, but it was a cool moment and the crowd reacted big when you see a guy hit a big finish like that off a second rope when normally just, without being on the ropes, it gets it done. Whew, really cool moment here.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.